Yo. Okay, perfect. Hey, hockey fans. Welcome to the Eccles Ice Arena in North Logan, Utah. We are just off the campus of Utah State University. It is the opening game of the Mountain West Conference Championship. And the Utah State Aggies welcome the Diggers from Montana Tech. You're watching Aggies Hockey on the Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. My name's Steve Coleman, and this is a hobby for my son and I. No cost to you. My son Lane, by the way, on the camera. No cost to you. And we hope you enjoy tonight's game. Welcome to all you Digger fans. And we hope you enjoy watching your friends, family, and teammates on our channel tonight. Go ahead and give us a sound and video check on the YouTube channel there. And any other comments you'd like to make. I am also available on Facebook. Would love a Facebook friend request. And I also do take text messages on my phone. It's 208-406-1603. We'll get right into tonight's starting lineups. And the Diggers look a little, I don't know if I want to say short-handed, but they're going to be in a challenge tonight. It looks like 13 skaters and 2 goaltenders on big ice here at the Eccles Ice Arena. Could be a challenge. Of course, I don't know what they have there in Butte, whether it's the Olympic ice or not, but short bench always seems to be a challenge for teams coming in, especially short benched. Starting lineups for the Montana Tech Diggers. The defensive pairing is going to be number 8 and number 22. That is a pair of Tyler Stremka and Onstad. I'm not sure if that's Stremka or Stremcha. And the centerman that will start tonight is number 10. That's Ralph Thrall. And the wingers who will open the game, number 18 and number 9. That is Connor Frock and Joe Izzo. The starting goaltender for the Diggers tonight, number 1, is Max Lucas. On the Utah State side of the bench, the defensive pairing, number 2 and number 5, that is C.J. Westlake and Todd Renee. The starting center tonight, number 12, Chris Cutshaw, and he'll be joined by wingers number 9 and number 42, Dagan Walton and Keegan O'Brien. The starting goaltender listed for tonight is number 32, that is Christian Vivian. The Aggies riding a 4-game win streak after 2 shutouts and 2 one-goal games allowed by Austin Willenborg. The goaltending for the Aggies has been extremely good. The Aggies, through the month of February here, as they prepare at the end of the month for regionals, are hoping to get that automatic berth and avoid regionals and head straight to Columbus for the national championships. Tomorrow night's games in this is the only game at the Eccles Ice Arena of the Mountain West Conference Championships. The rest of the games will be played in Provo tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow night's game, Utah State, will be at 5 o'clock, is my understanding. And depending on the outcome of that game, we'll either play at 3 or 7 on Saturday. Lane and I will make the trip to Provo. The forward-looking action for the Aggies next weekend, right here in Logan, is the Wasatch Cup. And that will feature 2 days of hockey, Friday and Saturday, and 4 teams. It is Utah State, Weber State, BYU, and UVU. Talking to Coach Eccles today, there was a little bit of concern that maybe UVU would not be able to make that drive or not participate in the games. And so that schedule is up in the air as far as next week's games, but you can follow us on Facebook at the Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. The following weekend, the Aggies will trade a home and home to end the season with regular season play as they head to Weber State on the 16th, and then back home on Saturday the 17th for the final home game of the season. Regionals then will take place in Ogden, and we'll have to check. Ogden has been broadcasting games on their Facebook channel or their Facebook page, but I'm sure we can talk to Coach Hobbs. Will probably and most likely be at the regional tournament in Ogden. I did not look at standings before we came today. I know that Utah State is, I believe, sitting in third place right now behind Northern Arizona, or ASU, and Northern Colorado. One of the first times we have not had a live rendition of the national anthem here at the Eccles Ice Arena, but nevertheless, still good. And always love to show a little patriotism before the game. I think we're too far away from the Canadian border to play Canada's national anthem, but much pride and props to you Canadians who are watching your kids tonight from north of our border. I'm with you, half Canadian. And I've sung that Canadian national anthem more than once. I was talking about rankings, the Aggies right there near the top behind ASU and Northern Colorado from Greeley, and find themselves in third place. Or maybe fourth with Williston right on their heels. The Aggies will control the opening face-off, and it's Chris Cutshaw who surveys, gives it to Walton, who chips it deep. The Aggies on a forecheck, but Lucas is going to hold for a whistle. Just 15 seconds into the game. Walton behind Lucas, forced to the corner, and an awkward bounce, but the O'Brien will regather, and the Aggies are back on the puck. It's in the near corner now, and Cutshaw plays it there. Has Westlake at the point. Cutshaw, high slot, and a kick save by Lucas as Cutshaw put one right in on net. They let him go, and he got in the high slot all alone. Put a good one on net. And a good save by Lucas. The Aggies are right back on the pressure as they send it in. They're a little bit of a line change for the Aggies as they change it up there, and the Diggers will take it and send it in. A little blocker save from Vivian. And the Diggers will take it again there. Now it's chipped off the stick. Alex Herman looks to break into the zone. Good play there from the captain. That is number 3, Abbott. A nice poke check on the defensive side. So I have a broadcast partner with me tonight listening in. I don't know about how much hockey or how much you know about hockey, but we're happy to have you listening in right here. So welcome to the broadcast tonight. You can turn it all the way around if you want. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You can put that behind there. There, now you're on. You're welcome, buddy. You got to turn that on if you're going to talk. Welcome. And you're more than welcome to sit, listen, talk, whatever you want to do. I'll just sit and listen if you start chattering away. How's that?
Okay.
Diggers into the zone. They're going to have a line change here. One man in. And he's pressured. The puck taken away by the Aggies. Off the boards, though. The pass, an errant one. That's picked up by number 5, Tripke. And he's going to skate end to end. He's into the zone. The defense is there. As Mueller chipped it off his stick. Now he stood up behind the net. Is Tremke, but he's right back on the puck. Sends it deep, and 2 Diggers collide. That means the Aggies take control, but they give it away to Tripke. That E messes me up. We'll just call him Tripke for now. If it's wrong, give me a connection, a shout out there. And we'll make it right. That puck's deflected off some skates and goes all the way down. Vivian looking for a home run pass, sets it up. He's got Moser right at the Digger blue line. He's double teamed. And a loose puck in the corner. On the hash marks, Fernandez centers, and that's tipped out. And worked forward, number 8, Stremka. Or Stremcha. I think his dad's the coach as well. And a Butte local player. At least that's what your roster says. For number 8, Mr. Stremcha. Onstadt has it. They'll get some help from Izzo. Izzo plays back in his own zone at the defensive side. Now it is Onstadt again. Some changes for the Diggers. And Chase Ball is going to take it for the Aggies. Cutshall tries to settle a pass, and 2-on-2. The Aggies are into the zone. It's O'Brien near side. He wants to shoot, and that's in the skates of the defenders, and 3-on-2 for the Diggers. They're chip it deep behind Vivian. He plays it away from the pressure. Walton waits. The Aggies not rolling very well here in the opening minutes of the first period. Some line changes, and some Coach Eccles going to change it up on a couple of the lines here. And you can tell the guy's not flowy right here in the opening period. Not a good flow to the game is Culver. He tries to chip it deep. It's held up by Vivian, and now Renee will play it. Off the boards, O'Brien scoops it high, but nobody there for the Aggies. And Abbott skates in, shoots, and a glove save. Vivian, big rebound. Bounces to the side of the net, and Vivian got a little piece, and a good thing he did. As Hepner standing at this side of the net. This will come to Hefner again. Now it's picked up by Blasick. Blasick into the zone. 2 Aggies back. Little snapper toward the net, and Vivian kicks it behind that red line and then through the neutral zone. The Aggies a lucky bounce. It's McJimsey. He has Herman, sends it across. Herman! And a save, Lucas! Alex Herman from point blank range, and Lucas makes the save. What do you think of that, pal?
Nice save.
Excellent.
It doesn't seem like it's a very aggressive game, very physical game.
Not quite yet.
The guys need to do some body checking. And
they get in it a little bit of an awkward flow to the game.
Yes.
And side of the net, the Aggies bang away at the puck. Lucas, another save, loose puck. And Lucas, he's about 3 feet on top of the blue on his belly, covers up the puck. McJimsey for the Aggies behind the net. Now Herman sends it out in front, too high and too hot. The Diggers clear. No further than the neutral zone as Mueller backhands it right back into the zone. And it's played there by Stremcha. Loose puck in the Aggie zone. Kirkville snaps one toward the net. Blocker save from Lucas. And the Diggers wrap it around the boards, but no further than the point as Mueller sent one toward the net, which was chipped. Just wide. McJimsey's on it again. He'll send it to the point. David Higgs. The only play. Send it right back in as it nearly crossed the blue line. It's Alex Herman. The first touch for the Aggies. Loose puck in front. Who and a save Lucas as McJimsey. Or Kirkville was alone. Just 2 feet out. And Mr. Lucas on fire here early as he's kept the Aggies off the boards with some great saves. Face-off win again to the Aggies, but they can't get it toward the net. And breaking out are the Diggers 2-on-2 with a move at the blue line was Frock. But that little extra move puts Stremcha offsides. That's scooped high and into the zone. Charging in are the Diggers, but the Aggies defense is there. Now there's an errant pass, but the Diggers playing soft defense. The puck will come to the neutral zone. And Vivian steers it wide of the net. Moser can't settle it there, and this one is held in at the blue line. Still looking, surveying, shooting. And that shot doesn't get through as Abbott had a pretty good look. Moser for the Aggies. He'll give it away to the Diggers. They spin one toward Vivian. And he makes the easy save. The Aggies having trouble breaking out of their own zone. Held in again by the Diggers. They look to center, but the defense is there again for the Aggies. They work side of the net. Want to jam it in, and Vivian's down and covers. They can't let the player from the side of the net. You can't let him walk out in front, and the Aggies lucky there, but the Diggers didn't put one in. The Aggies soft and need to pick up the intensity and throw the shoulder a little bit here to get themselves going. Already 7 minutes expired off the clock here in the first period. The Aggies will send that down. No touch, and that means we have an icing. To the point, and the Diggers send it in on a cross-ice dump. They hold it in at that far blue line, but it's taken by the Aggies. They want to break out, and no, they give it right back to the Diggers. Another cross-ice dump, this time near side, and that will bounce, tipped and bounce over the glass and out of play. They'll face it off at center ice. So I'm not sure who tipped it. And it's Todd Renee now, CJ Westlake. With a head up, Westlake. He'll try the far side, Dagan Walton. Can't get the puck deep, and now skating with it are the Diggers. They'll send it in as Postwa. Sent it in, Renee is on it again. Todd Renee, his breakout pass. Another miss. And the Diggers are going to control the puck in the neutral zone. A little bit of a miscue there. And they retreat into their own zone, and it's Westlake who will gather the puck right at the blue line. The Aggies offsides, a little bit on the delay. Lindquist didn't get out, and Walton put the puck over the blue line. No flow to the game, buddy.
Having a hard time getting it out of our end of the ice there.
No flow. Aggies play 4 hot games in a row, and tonight, the opening period, rough.
Maybe it's because it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Sparse crowd.
Yeah. we got a pretty good crowd on this side.
Thursday,
The other side is, this is good for a Thursday. Yeah. And the student section looking pretty good as well. There's a shot that hit the arm of Lucas above the stick. On a pretty good looking shot from Dagan Walton. There's Walton. He'll throw a check. And O'Brien plays strong in the corner as well. Now the Aggies will hold it at the point. Backpedal along the line, send it in. It's tipped. And Lucas, another great save. The Diggers send it too far. It's an icing. The Aggies should make a change here. No, they say play on. It'll be a face-off inside the Digger zone. And a rough period of hockey so far. From the Aggies for sure. The Diggers playing smart, check. Short benched. And finally a good check there from the Aggies. Near side it's David Higgs. His breakout pass on the stick of O'Brien. Right in that near face-off circle. Forced behind the net. Walton's in front of the net. O'Brien now sends it across. Higgs, a one-timer, score!
Nice pass.
Not much room to shoot. David Higgs just inside the post, and the Aggies are on the board. It's 1-0. And you're right, that was a fancy pass from all the way in that far corner. Send it right across, right on the stick of David Higgs. In his wheelhouse, he one-times it into the net. Hefner clears for the Diggers. The Aggies give it away. It's Herman. Sends it over for Chase Ball. Now on the stick of McJimsey, who tips it deep, and it's Kirkville who chases after it there. He's ridden hard into the corner. Now behind the net, it's Herman. Alex Herman, no help in front. And his pass ends up in the high slot where Hefner had it and then chipped it over his own player bench. Face off inside. Montana Tech zone. Herman at the side of the net. His pass knocked down. 3-on-2 if the Diggers hurry. Hustling back is McJimsey. As the Diggers break into the zone, make a move, can't get a shot off. As the Aggie defense hustled back. It is Mueller who sends one over. Kirkville chips it forward, has McJimsey, sends it, and his one-timer miscued. And it's cleared to neutral ice. Ball on the stick of Kirkville. The Aggies change, but Kirkville shoots just wide of the post. As he just missed the net, now sends it in front. That's through the skates of Moser. And all the way down where Todd Renee will pick it up. That puck gets through Moser, and it will be an icing with 9 minutes left in the opening period. 1-0 the Aggies with the lead. Comes to the point, they send it toward the net, but wide, and Vivian lets it go. It's Renee in the corner with Moser. Renee again. He'll reverse direction. It'll come near side. Deep on the wing position was Fernandez. Now it's sent forward. Moser with speed and a beautiful poke check as getting back was Twos. It's Frank Flight on the puck, sends it across Moser. He didn't see it, he was screened. Now loose in front, shot, score! Brett Fernandez drags the puck to his forehand and puts it in.
Another great pass.
Brett Fernandez capped in front of Lucas. And no defense there. He was able to drag the puck to his forehand and then bang it off the post and in. It's 2-0 for the Aggies. With 8.5 minutes left in the opening period. Decker, forced behind the net, has a man at the point. It's a late comer, it's Higgs. And a rising shot, Lucas. Saw it all the way and made a great save. Samuel Lindquist standing right in front of Lucas. Two-on-one for the Diggers into the zone. They're going to work. Higgs is there. They had Izzo down the slot, couldn't get him the puck. Lindquist is going to work it back for the Aggies. He'll chip it deep in the zone. Lucas way out of the net. They'll wrap it off the boards. It's a bad bounce if you're a Digger fan, but it comes out of the zone as Doyle sent it across the blue line, but on the wrong side. On the dump and chase, the Diggers, it's David Higgs who picks it up. And he'll send it forward. Now skating with it is O'Brien. He'll crisscross with Cutshaw and then send the pass behind Chris Cutshaw. Walton helps it along. And now Cutshaw's going to take it away. Has Walton in front of the net, but the Diggers knock down that pass and look to clear, and they will. As Izzo golfed it out of the net, or out of the zone. David Higgs will send it forward. O'Brien picks it up into the zone, puts on the brakes, centering pass, and the defense is there by the captain. That's Abbott's. We've seen him a few times here at the Eccles Ice Arena. We recognize the name, and a good hockey player there. The captain for the Diggers. Mueller's going to scoop up a loose puck in his own zone. He'll protect the puck with the net. Now look to break out, and he will. Give it to O'Brien. Cutshaw wants the puck, and he's got it off the boards. No, just out of his reach. And it's loose in front. He gives it to Walton. And it's chopped off his stick. Now O'Brien, double team. It's Dagan Walton. He can't put it in as the defense was there on Walton as well. Chase balls at the point. He'll look and shoot. And he wanted a deflection in front. And Walton couldn't get a stick on it. Walton's going to take off on a line change. And bring some fresh skaters for the Aggies. Chase Ball has it as he holds it in, as Herman is now the player that replaced Walton behind the net. Abbott scoops it straight up the middle of the ice, just far enough to cross the blue line. The Diggers want to change, they'll get one. And it's a dangerous one, but the puck's knocked down. Now Abbott gets into it with Chase Ball as they slap each other. And it's Ball who picks it up behind his own net. Alex Herman on the puck now. He'll send it all the way across the ice. And with speed, the Aggies pick it up, send it in. McJimsey, an awkward bounce again. I don't know how that happened, but it came right back toward McJimsey, like a rejected basketball shot. Again, 3 wide for the Diggers. Chipped into the zone by Thrall. Picked up by Frock, and his pass intercepted. Now the Aggies will come near side as Herman looks to keep it in, and he will. As Tripke is there, but Tripke, good defense, takes it away. And an open ice check as McJimsey lines up Tripke. It's Cutshaw who sends it across, looking for a tip. Fernandez just out of his reach. McJimsey again on it. Now he'll leave it for Kirkville. Send it to open ice, and hustling in is Westlake. Played out by Frock, though, and he holds the puck on his stick. Dangles around one defender. He's straight away, shoots, and a kick save Vivian. Rebound And Frock's back on it again. Vivian, loose puck. Ends up dribbling behind the net now. Vivian back on his skates and in position. The puck to the neutral zone is worked by Moser. Fernandez with speed. Right down the slot. Shot! And a save, Lucas. As he gave up no rebound, Fernandez looking for one and none came. Good save by Lucas.
It's interesting there hasn't been any penalties in the game. It's been pretty clean up to this point.
With 4.5 minutes left the opening period, very few whistles. Out face-off win comes to Moser, and knocking it down was Larman, number 15. Moser upended. He tried to spin back and was pinched off on a good check from number 22 Onstadt. That'll come to the point, and a rebound. Flight couldn't put it in. Good shot from Doyle, who put it right where it needed to go. Fernandez is on it, side of the net. He'll send it deep, and that's off the boards and sent all the way down the ice. It'll be an icing. Too much as the Diggers guilty of the ice. Larman loses the puck there in the snow in front of the players' bench. And when he looked down, he took a big check. The puck comes free. And it's Drew Decker with his head down, skating with speed, little drop pass. And the Diggers able to chip it to the neutral zone. Thrall has it. He wants to make a move, but that's knocked down at the defense. He comes right back to Thrall, and Hunter Wood scoops it high, but not out of the neutral zone. He'll have a second chance, and this time the Aggies will clear. It's Samuel Lindquist. He'll have some room to skate. It's Hunter Wood who heads to the front of the net. Lindquist has the puck poked off his stick all the way to the neutral zone, gobbling it up there. Is Chase Ball. His pass knocked down. David Higgs with an opportunity now. His pass is strike. Straight away it's Walton. He'll send one over. A loose in front of the net. O'Brien, but a great defensive play from the captain, Abbott. David Higgs is into the zone, looking back door again for Dagan Walton, and the defense from Abbott, second time in a row. Now it's Ball, sends it across for Cutshaw. He'll chip it forward. Charging after it is Dagan Walton. With the angle, though, is Culver. And Culver plays it away from Walton. Now it's Abbott. He's forced back by Cutshaw, sends it across to Culver. With a head up, he'll come back to Abbott. Abbott makes a move. Now he can skate it all the way to the blue line. Makes another move around Chase Ball, then he's tied up. And worked out of the play by C.J. Westlake. He had enough, watched him go end to end, and then put him down. Tripke has it, and with speed, comes out from behind his own net. Westlake takes that away. Westlake sends it deep and then heads in on the forecheck. Takes a big shoulder from Tripke, but he has help from O'Brien. The Diggers, with good positional hockey, take the puck away and now work it to the neutral zone. Chip it forward, then stood up is Frock as Westlake stood him up at the blue line. Tripke's going to hustle after it. He'll feel the pressure from Kirkville. And as the Diggers touch up, it's an icing. It made it just far enough. I thought they were going to wave it off, but no. It's an ice. Oh, what do you know? Now it's a penalty.
Yeah.
See, you say no penalty, now it's a penalty. Minute 25 left the opening period. C.J. Westlake comes over, and they put him in the box. I don't know why they blew the whistle, though, because the Diggers had the puck. See? Confusing. So a referee miscue. And Westlake, though, is in the box, and a power play to the Diggers. 2-0. Aggies with the lead, and a minute 15 left the opening period. The Aggies will take that puck. They'll send it into the neutral zone, and sneaking out forward is Lucas. He'll set it up for the captain Abbott. His pass a good one, right on the stick of Vlasic. Vlasic still holds. Then he gives it away to Drew Decker. Decker looking for Walton. Now the Aggies will make a change here as we are under a minute to play in the first period. Skating with it is Abbott. Chopped off his stick. And Samuel Lindquist loses it in his skates. But he has help. The Aggies will send it down. Still a minute 5 left of power play time for the Diggers, and they send that pass all the way to the center line. Then it's chipped in but taken by David Higgs, and he'll rifle it right back down. It's on net. Abbott just sticks it and kicks it out where it's picked up by Culver. Culver's going to try the far side, then losing an edge. There's the Diggers player Frock, but he hopped right back up and chipped it off the Aggie player's stick. Into the zone is Frock on the backhead. No! Ridden down is Frock, and there's going to be another penalty, and that's going to be to David Higgs. As Frock just tripped him up. It was almost like slow motion, buddy.
Yeah, he kind of fell gently.
It's almost slow motion. And I think that threw Dave Higgs off a little bit. He expected him to be moving a little faster. And he pulled him down. So the Diggers will start the second period with a 2-man advantage for 35 seconds. We'll take our first intermission break and be back with second period action. we're set for second period action between the Aggies and the Montana Tech Diggers. It's Decker who wins the faceoff. He'll just rip the puck into the Diggers zone. Picked up by the captain, Abbott. He'll send it forward right in the skates of Thrall, and it's a two-man advantage here to start the period. Shot from Abbott. Kick save, Vivian. Score! On the rebound, Frock rips it right into the net. Yeah, a good shot from the high slot right on net. And Frock just gobbled up that rebound and put it right in the top part of the net and beats Vivian. And the Diggers still have a minute and a half to work with the man advantage as they got that one in time to keep the power play alive. It is the goal scorer, Frock, who's on the puck and deep in the zone. Wraps it around the boards. The open man's at the far point. He'll come near side to Abbott. He'll survey, send it in along the red line. Still holding now right on the hash marks. Into the circle. Shooting save, Vivian. And Thrall, pretty good wrist shot. Tried to use the defenseman as a screen. And Vivian hangs on. So the referee wanted to have a chat with the scorer's table for whatever reason. Now he's ready to roll, and David Higgs swats the puck out of the zone. Fernandez is going to chase after it, but it's taken by Onstadt. Onstadt behind his own net. But the Diggers give it away. Higgs takes the puck, but he's ridden out of the play by Onstadt, and Onstadt has the puck. He'll come near side, give it to the captain, Abbott, and Abbott's going to skate it forward into the zone. Look, shoot, rising shot. Just over the crossbar. Straight away, they put one toward the net, doesn't get through the defense, and this one's going to come to the neutral zone. Onstadt gives it to Abbott. And Abbott now near side for Thrall. Thrall, top of the circle, looking to center. And it's knocked down by Alex Herman. Nope, that's actually Mueller with the left-handed shot. That one gets through Thrall, it'll be an icing. As the penalty expired, the teams are back at even strength. Renee, a one-timer off the face-off win. And doesn't get through the defense. Along the wall, they battle for the puck. Kirk Philippe sends it in deep. Picking it up there is Tripke. And he gives it to Morgan McJimsey. McJimsey's alone in front. Backhand. Shot, scores! He drags it back on the forehand and puts it in. Oh, Morgan McJimsey made a fake like he was going to send it backhand. And he draws it right in front of the net, back to the right-handed side of his stick and puts it in. Near post, it's 3-1. Aggies extend the lead back to 2. And just 4 minutes expired off the clock here in the second period. You're going to start to count that up to short bench. And big ice. So the miscue by the Tech defense gives the Aggies the 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. Oh, we have the score. I'm telling Lane, they put 2-2 here in the arena. It's actually 3-1. Now they got it fixed. There's a pass out in front. Shot, score! Josh Kirkley with the one-timer. Yeah, this may get out of hand. It's 4-1 now for the Aggies. Ball on it for the Aggies. The defenseman's in deep. Looking for Walton in front of the net. Ball still in deep in that offensive corner. Now he'll hustle back to his defensive position with the back check. Looking to steal the puck. It comes free. And it's David Higgs. He'll send it back over. The open man is Ball. He'll carry the puck into the zone. Shot and a blocker save. But Walton is right back on it. And now it's going to be skated out one-on-one. Stremka hasn't knocked off his stick, and it's David Higgs. He'll glide into the zone with speed. And then ridden off the play on a good check from the Diggers. It'll come to Ball. One-timer on a rising shot. And that hits a defender in front of the net and goes out of play. The Diggers try to send it deep. It ends up right on Vivian. And he'll hold for a whistle. Aggies won't make any changes here as they stay with Cutshaw, Walton, and O'Brien. It's Ball, now Higgs, the defensive pairing. And Higgs' pass knocked down. And gathering it up is Chris Cutshaw. He'll send it across to O'Brien, who sends it deep. The Aggies onside. It's Cutshaw who races forward for the Aggies. And Cutshaw throws a huge check. And that excites the fans. Working it are the Diggers. They'll snap one toward Vivian. And he gave up a big rebound. Scored it out the near side now. A nifty pass from Walton, and making his way to the front of the net was O'Brien. Poke checked at the last second. It's Izzo on it for the Diggers. He'll battle there with Doyle. Hunter Doyle on it again for the Aggies, and now Higgs softly glides it forward for Moser. Moser still has it on his stick. Moser looking for flight, spins away from the pressure, still holding. The second man through, Fernandez. And that pass knocked down by number 16, Puswa. Mueller and Doyle, the defensive pairing for the Aggies, two young guys, getting an opportunity to work together. That's pretty cool. Here's Mueller on the puck. Doyle works to an open position. Mueller spins from the defense, and Kyle Mueller. Now his clearing pass knocked down, but picked up on the second effort by Fernandez. Fernandez snaps one toward the tender, and Lucas makes the save. Hunter Doyle has the stick knocked out, or the puck knocked off his stick. Now a late developing 2-on-1, and a shot off the outside of the net from Abbott. Abbott again is on it. He hits his own man in front of the net, and the Aggies whip it to the near wall. Mueller's got the puck. Now it's Hunter Doyle who sends it up. Now Mueller's back on it. Kyle Mueller banks it off the wall. And in stride the Aggies, Fernandez straight away, splits the D, backhand save, Lucas. And now the Aggies will make a wholesale change, all 5 players. Looking for a breather. As we reach the 13:50 mark. Remaining in the second period, I guess. Renee's going to send it toward the net, rebound, and a miss by Lindquist. He had an open net and missed it just wide. Icing against the Diggers. Renee again, sends one toward the net and scores! Through a crowd, Todd Renee is on the score sheet.
Kind of squeezed it through there.
The puck will bounce through about 4 guys and end up in the back of the net as it gets through Lucas. As we near the 7-minute mark of the second period, the Aggies stretch it to a 5-1 lead. Say it may have been tipped in front. Decker may get credit for the goal as he got a piece in front. And Decker again stays on. He'll pitch it back to his defense. It's Westlake, now Hunter Wood. He'll chip it in, and Wood heads off on a line change. Decker finishes a check behind the net. And the Diggers let the puck sit too long. The Aggies take it away. Loose in front. And Lindquist tried to center. Lindquist again, able to send it in. The Aggies are onside. It's played by Tripke. Tripke will give it to Frock. And his pass intercepted by Higgs. Back into the zone. Dangerously, they give it away. Herman shoots. And a save on Lucas. As he got a blocker on that shot. There's David Higgs. He'll settle one in the neutral zone, picked up by Morgan McJimsey. McJimsey has Herman. Instead, he'll shoot. And Lucas covers that for a whistle. The Aggies finding their stride here in the second period. As we hit the 8-minute mark of the second period. Loose puck in front of the net, chopped at and scored! Perfectly slaps down a bouncing puck in front of the net and then puts it in. The Aggies come alive at 6-1.
Turned into quite the period. The Aggies got the tempo going a little bit faster and skating faster.
I'm telling you, you don't realize how much big ice and a short bench is a disadvantage. It's too bad because these guys are good skaters from Montana Tech. They've been here several times and always played well. An icing whistle. Cutshaw puts on the brakes, then loses an edge. And it's David Higgs. He'll send it forward to Cutshaw. Cutshaw's going to break in alone. Shoot! Oh, and a blocker save. As Lucas got a piece. Now Cutshaw behind the scenes takes a shot from Culver. It's a cross check, and the Aggies are going to go to the power play. I think Cutshaw wanted the hook before the shot, but he got off a good one anyway, then takes a cross check behind the net. So the Aggies go to work on the power play with a 5-goal lead already against the Montana Tech Diggers. It's McJimsey in the corner. He'll settle the puck and switch positions with Fernandez. Now Fernandez along that red line. He's poke checked, regathers and send it to Moser. Now Moser wants to center behind his own net. David Higgs is there. Oh, he gives it to Fernandez. Fernandez and Higgs headed to the same spot of ice. Got a little tied up. David Higgs has the puck now in the far corner. He'll give it to Ball. Straight away, chase Ball. Now David Higgs along the far hash. Sends it behind the net. Working there is Moser. He'll give it to Fernandez. Fernandez now back to Moser. McJimsey, no, it's Ball. The high man shot. Oh, and that's tipped. Out of play. Todd Rene again now. Chase Ball and back to Rene. Rene spins it into the corner and gathering it there is Moser. Now Ball waits. Gives it to Fernandez. Now Ball straight away. Now Moser. Now Ball. Shoots. And a kick save. Lucas saw it all the way. Good job by the Diggers to clear the lanes and give the goaltender a chance to see it. Fernandez has it. He works behind the net, gives it up. No, shot to save Lucas as he robbed David Higgs on the rebound, though. Higgs is going to score. And it's a power play goal for David Higgs. Stayed with the play and put it in.
Lots of action in front of the goal.
Back into the offensive zone. The Aggies go to work. Frank flights. Plays it there. But the Diggers challenge and send it out. Frock's going to hustle after it. He'll force Westlake to play it to Rene. Gets through Rene. And comes to Moser. Now back to Rene. There's a good clearing pass up on the wing to Moser. Moser with speed into the zone, forced by Abbott behind the net. Still on it, Moser as he makes the big circle. Then he puts on the brakes to spin away from Abbott, who'd never let him go. As he shouldn't. A good play by Abbott. Now Abbott's on the puck. He wants to get around Rene, and he does. Backhand save, Vivian. Abbott's on it again. Loose in front. Oh, and the Diggers had time in front. As Larman didn't have to make the play as fast as he did. He didn't realize how all alone he was. Cutshaw sends one toward the net. That's kicked out by Lucas. And the Diggers now pick it up. Their clearing attempt taken by Cutshaw, but stolen right off of his stick by Hefner. It's Onstadt who has it, and he'll give it back in his own zone to Stremka. Back to Onstadt. He'll send it in behind Vivian. 8 minutes left the second period. The Aggies 7-1. As they've exploded for a handful of goals here in the second period. Duque with a shift there, and his pass for Walton. Dances away and into the far corner. The Aggies take it away, though, now regathered and sent out of the zone by the Diggers. It's Onstadt who's on it there. He'll come to his D partner, Stremka. Stremka backhands it out of the zone. And then through Duque. Rob Duque is going to hustle after it, play it behind the net to his D partner, Mueller. Mueller's ridden out of the play. Cutshaw has it. He'll come back to Duque, and Duque's clearing pass out of the reach of O'Brien. Duque had time to play it there. And just needs to be a little more patient. The Aggies gave it away. Now here come the Diggers through the zone. Some stick checking by the Aggies. That doesn't work. And then the puck finally rolls off the stick of Thrall. And it's Samuel Lindquist who takes it there. Lindquist looking for Hunter Wood, who chips it down, and Hunter Wood's on the forecheck. Wood in the corner, ties up a man. He has help from Decker. But the Diggers take it away. Good play there from Stremka. Now it's Frock, 3 wide. The Diggers hit the zone. Chase ball, a great defensive play as he forced Frock all the way to the wall. Lindquist is going to have to hurry. He can't get there. The Diggers hold it in, but there's backup help from the Aggies. It's Chase Ball who clears the zone. Now it's Dave Higgs. As we reach 6 minutes left in the second period, there's a whistle. It'll be an icing against the Aggies. The Aggies try to scoop that high, and they should know better. That went through the rafters and all the way to the roof. Face off win to the Diggers. They'll shoot. Ooh, the bouncing puck gobbled up by Vivian. As Culver sent one toward the net. That presented a challenge as it hit 2 or 3 guys and bounced up into the glove of Christian Vivian. He's played well tonight as Christian Vivian. Had limited action for the last couple of months. He had a little bit of a leg injury there after a hard check in Arizona. Open ice is near side for the Diggers, but it gets away from the players there. But now it's picked up by the captain, and Abbott races forward, centers it, had a teammate there. But the pass a little bit behind her, broken up by David Higgs. An opportunity for number 9, Izzo, and he just misfired. Five and a half minutes left. Here in the second period, it's 7-1. The Aggies a commanding lead as they've exploded for a handful of goals here in the second period. It's picked up by Frock, who sends it out in front. Man's there. Rising shot catches the glass. And the Aggies able to clear. Kirk Delete has it in the snow right in front of the players' bench, and it's chipped off his stick. Westlake will use the net, protect the puck, spin out on the far side, and it's on the stick of Alex Herman. Frock doesn't allow the pass to clear the zone. And forces the Aggies to ice the puck. So we're the 1st of February, and we've had 40-degree days. Looking for that 45, 47-degree day here for the weekend, and no snow. It's crazy.
I don't know if winter's even arrived.
No. No, we had one little snowstorm, and that's about it. We're staring at some warm weather right in the face. McJimsey makes a move. He's around the captain, Abbott. Now he's around the second defender, sends it in front. Loose puck, chipped out by Lucas. McJimsey tried to set up Herman, and now the Diggers send it out of play. Well, that's all we can hope for is a little bit warmer weather. This dang winter asthma go away. Make it a lot easier on all of us, especially me. Shows up around wintertime, it's the worst. Mueller holds it. And it's knocked down by the Diggers. Thrall's going to skate it into the zone. He stood up nicely by Mueller. And Vivian says, let's hang on for a whistle. The Aggies not going to make a change here, but the Diggers will. Face-off win to the Diggers. And that shot deflected and harmlessly into the corner. Duque and Mueller, the pairing again for the Aggies. Mueller has to kick the puck to his stick, and then his dump-in attempt flutters short. It's Doyle who's out there with that pairing. Doyle playing the winger position. They scream into the zone, and Moser's shot knocked down. Hustling over Fernandez. He'll take his shoulder, and they'll battle for the puck now behind the net. Doyle hustles in, chips it off the player there of the Diggers. And the Diggers eventually clear. It's going to be picked up by Duque. He'll look at Doyle and fan on the attempt. He'll regather, and this time he does get it up for Hunter Doyle. Doyle some room to skate. Right to the blue line, sends it in, and he wants a line change. Moser upended. Now they give it to David Higgs. Looks for the hat trick, and just getting the piece was Lucas. 3 minutes left the second period. A rough one for the Diggers so far. The Aggies have put 5 on the board, and it's 7-1. It's hard to keep your enthusiasm when the team gets this far ahead.
Interesting enough, this second period started with the Diggers scoring and then ended with 5 by the Aggies.
There's a shot that's tipped by Decker on net. Abbott wraps it around the boards, not out of the zone. Sending it toward the net is Ball, and the rebound attempt comes to Lindquist. Lindquist takes a high stick to the mask. No penalty. Now he has it again. Samuel Lindquist chips it in front as he tried to bounce it off the tender. And Lucas covers, and they'll wrap up Drew Decker, who was standing close. Dave Higgs now still looking for that third goal hat trick. And a good save by Lucas as he picked it up through a crowd. This will come to Ball. He'll wind and shoot, and his shot didn't miss by much. It comes to Higgs. He's tied up along the near wall, and the puck squirts free. It'll bounce behind the net. Hustling there is Hunter Wood. Hunter Wood has it on his backhand. Now looks for help from Lindquist. He and Wood trade passes. Now Hunter Wood ties up a man in the corner. And Culver throws a check. Now Wood wrestled to the ice by Frock. They say play on. Now Culver throws a big check, and he's got the puck. Not out of the zone, though, and Chase Ball sends one in on Lucas. They'll cover for a whistle. We're at 2:45 left in the second period. A good shift there to Hunter Wood, as he played some aggressive hockey there. Izzo scoops it out of the zone. Now race for the puck. Renee hustles back, and a big swat at the puck, and he's got it. He'll have help from Cutshaw. Now O'Brien. Now Cutshaw. Cutshaw and Walton crisscrossing the neutral zone. Cutshaw in. Around one defender. Backhands it toward the net. But a good defensive play by the Diggers. On it is Renee. And his shot caught and held by Lucas. So the tournament this weekend, an 8-team tournament for the Mountain West Conference. Not a bad showing for Division II teams out here in the West. A bit of a miscommunication between Renee and Westlake, and the Diggers have the puck, but they can't get it away from Cutshaw as he's into the zone. Gives it to Walton. Walton, a slap shot and a save by Lucas. Bouncing puck comes right in front of the net and in. Walton raises his hands, but it may have been put in. The Diggers may have scored on themselves. I look at Lane, he doesn't know. Might have to look at a little replay there, but we'll give it to Dagan Walton. A great shot from Dagan Walton. And it's 8-1. It's McJimsey with Kirk Valit. They'll send it in front to Herman. And that knocked down at the last second. The Diggers now with speed through the neutral zone. They'll send one over the top of Vivian, and it's cleared out nicely by Duquet. Culver sends it over to his D partner. And it's Thrall who has it for the Diggers. Alex Herman's going to pick it off the wall and send it forward. McJimsey waits. He's onside. Morgan McJimsey behind the net sends it right out in front. This will come to Duquet. No, it's going to be taken by Mueller as he and Duquet switch sides. Herman has it picked out of his skates and sent down the ice. Mueller there for the Aggies. Now Herman. 3-2-1, the horn sounds. That's the end of the second period. We'll take a break and be back with third period action. It's 8-1, the Aggies with a big lead. Welcome back. We get set here for third period action. Shots on goal so far through the game. I'll tell you in just a second as they monkey around with the scoreboard. And a shout out to you, Cutshaw family out there in Oregon. Happy to have you on the broadcast tonight. As always, I'm sure. And the shots on goal still not up there, not keeping track of those. Let me see if I can find those. Second period shots on goal, 25 for the Aggies and 11 for Montana. In the opening period, it was 9 shots for Montana and 11 for Utah State. So total shots on goal, 36 for the Aggies already through 2 periods of play, and 20 for Montana Tech. And hello, Megan Doyle. Shout out to you out there in Union and Huntley, Illinois. Happy to have you on the broadcast tonight. And Hunter playing well in this one. It's Westlake on the puck at the point. He'll give it to O'Brien. He'll zip one behind the net where Cutshaw waits, and Chris Cutshaw working the puck now toward the net. He wanted to pass it. Looking for a wraparound was O'Brien and lost the handle. O'Brien still on it. And he'll give it to Dagan Walton. Dagan Walton now Cutshaw as they work the cycle on that far side. Westlake's going to get involved, and he'll rip it in for Cutshaw. Looking back door, and it's defended nicely, but not cleared out. 3-on-2 for the Diggers if they hurry. Now they pick it up. It's Frock. The goal scorer for the Diggers sends one in from just inside the blue line. Christian Vivian's going to glove it down and hang on for a whistle. Hey, cool. My pal Chris Herman is on from Montana. Shout out to you, pal, and also a shout out to the Fernandez family watching from what I'm sure is nice and warm California. Of course, you never have winter or not much of it, but it's got to be nice and warm right now. That puck will hop over Herman's stick. He'll gather it up again, though, and work his way into the corner. Come back to the point where Ball waits. He'll send it to the open side. Nobody was there, so McJimsey backpedals and nearly put it in as the rolling and bouncing puck gave Lucas a little bit of trouble. Ball's going to scoop that one toward the net from the neutral zone, and Lucas will cover this one and hang on. So we have word tonight from some of the fans here that Weber State lost their game down in Provo tonight to Grand Canyon by a score of 4-1. And that will mix things up a little bit as far as scheduling tomorrow. And opponents, here's Herman. Puts one in or no? Oh, Lucas. A crazy save as he comes across. And gloves that one.
He was pretty much in the net.
Oh, yeah, I almost called it a goal. Alex Herman robbed by Lucas, who's played well tonight. He's just been peppered to death by a lot of quality chances from the Aggies. Oh, fantastic. 85 in California today. And who's going to complain about that? Fantastic. Now Frank Flight. He's had some limited action tonight. Or that's Kirk, the Elite 23. I haven't seen much of Frank Flight at all tonight. Oh, man. All right, Tracy. It's going to be a spring break for us here in about 5 weeks. I might just drive myself to some of that nice warm weather. The Aggies win a face-off. They'll send it across the front of the net. And the Diggers, the only ones there. Could have had some room to skate. But they needed a line change. They sent it deep, and it's picked up now by Alex Herman. He'll send a pass. It's a strike through the neutral zone. Dancing away from the defense is McJimsey. McJimsey zips one toward the net. It was tipped and ends up wide of the net. Here's Herman. Gets through his stick, but he'll gather it off the wall. Try to dance out in front, and it's taken off his stick. McJimsey's going to hustle over it, kick it to his stick, but he's triple teamed and forced to swat it into the corner. Now McJimsey needs a line change. Kirkville will give it to Herman behind the net. Ball's going to pinch in deep. And now it is Herman behind the net. Ball stands right at that near post as Herman is upended. The referee says play on. The puck is loose. They gather it out. Sharp angle shot off the side of the net. They'll chop away at it off the back of the net as Herman shrugs his shoulder and sends the puck along. It comes to David Higgs. His shot comes in the high slot, and a save off the stick of Doyle as he put one right in on net. Hunter Doyle, a nice looking shot. As here, he nearly beat Lucas. This will come across, and it's picked up by David Higgs. On late, Fernandez. Fernandez has the puck poked off his stick. He comes back to David Higgs. Now it's Chase Ball. He'll zip one off of Hunter Doyle's helmet. Oh, my. That was like a three-point shot, and it dropped right down and cracked Hunter Doyle right in the head. He'll have words with his teammate Chase Ball after the game. It's Doyle still on the ice, gloves the puck down, now skates away from the pressure and sends it toward the net. Looking for a tip in front is Fernandez, and that's cleared out and worked forward by number 4, Culver. Not much pressure from the Digger so far in this third period. And I'm not surprised with a short bench and big ice. I told you at the start, it plays a big part in the game when you're short benched. Even if you're playing well, it's tough. Thrall puts one in on Vivian. He'll hold. And we'll have a face-off. Hey, thanks, Tracy. I can always enjoy that California weather. I look forward to it. It's free. Just a matter of getting there. I don't want to talk to you, Debbie Cutshaw. 3 below on your way to work this morning. You go ahead and keep that. That's normally what we have around here in this winter. A little strange. 3 below. Oh, wow. Here's Moser. He's just saddled and mounted along the boards and ridden all the way down to the ice. Chopping at the puck is Izzo. And then he'll head off on a line change. The Aggies in their own zone with plenty of time to work. They'll send it across, and it is Austin Moser. And he puts Chris Cutshaw offside. He made a move right there. Actually, that was Duque. Not a choice. He had to make a move around the defense. It puts Chris Cutshaw offside. 14 there now because it warmed up. Oh, wow. That is Anchorage, Alaska we're talking about. The hometown of Chris Cutshaw. Todd Renee zips it behind the net. Now I wonder what it's like in New Jersey where Todd Renee is from. That's a whole nother part of the country. Almost 100% difference, huh? There's Drew Decker.
Different world.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a lot different out here on the West Coast. There's a big slap shot up over the crossbar and all the way to the neutral zone. It's picked up there by number 5, Tripke. He dribbles one in on Osty. Frock was there, so Vivian is going to hang on for the whistle there. There's a pass to Hunter Wood. He'll snap one toward the net. Stick save. Loose puck. Oh, early whistle. As Lucas had let it go, he dropped it. Not the quick whistle. Aggies work the puck. Hunter Wood gives it to Todd Renee. Now Renee back for Hunter Wood. He'll send it behind the net. Lindquist can't settle it down. He gets through Decker as well. And on it is Abbott. Or Thrall, that's number 10. Thrall, 3 wide again. Thrall splits the defense. Oh, he just got through, but ran out of ice. Some good skating from Mr. Thrall, number 10. Now he's challenged. He'll need a line change. Just picking it up there is Abbott. Vivian will set it up behind his own net. And just 13 minutes left in the game. It's 8-1, the Aggies with the lead. Renee will throw one across, and Abbott will pick it up for the Diggers. Was pressured, so the only play is bounce it off the wall to the neutral zone, and that's knocked down by Frock. He tried to leave it, but it's David Higgs who takes it. Now David Higgs works around the referee, who cut him off. The Diggers send it up. It's on the stick of Blasick. Haven't called his name much tonight, but he's on it now. He and Frock on the puck. Now Blasick sends a nice pass across, right along the blue line. Abbott sends one along the ice toward the net, and that's knocked down by the defense. It comes to the point, and Culver's going to hold it in as David Higgs will gather it there. His breakout pass catches the winger in stride. It's Dagan Walton. Pass a little hot, and it's chipped off his stick by Blasick. Cutshaw's on now, and he's into the zone. Wants to center, and he will. It's gloved down, but taken away. Now moved up by Larman. It's chase ball for the Aggies, and a soft pass to Cutshaw. He tries to pick up some speed, but gets tangled up. A loose puck in front. McJimsey nearly tipped it in. Held right at the blue line. Here comes a penalty, and a cross check. Puts O'Brien down on the ice, and he's hurt. And that's not good for the Diggers, because they're going to put their best player in the penalty box. It's number 3, Abbott. The captain is going to take a seat. Cutshaw, now Higgs. David Higgs gives it up far side to Herman. Now Higgs winds his way in, shoots, and just missed the net. Is Alex Herman as his hot pass is gathered in by Josh Kirkleet. Kirkleet works his way behind the net. He'll have some help as he sends it over to Herman. The power play set up now, and it's Cutshaw. Standing in front of the net is Samuel Lindquist. David Higgs has it deep in the corner. Now behind the net, Lindquist has it. Samuel Lindquist with a backhand saucer pass, and it's a nifty one right to Cutshaw. And he sends a shot in, looking for a rebound, the Aggies, but it comes back to Cutshaw. He gives it to Higgs. Now it's Kirkleet. He'll snap one toward the net. And Lindquist can't pop it in. Both teams will change. There's still a minute left of power play time for the Aggies. So with a loss to Weber State here in the Mountain West tournament, the Aggies have to keep an eye on Boise State, who's sitting, I think, 5th in the standings right now, and a tough team who matches up well against the Aggies. They'll only see them one more time if they meet up, and that will be here in this Mountain West Conference Championship down in Provo, probably Saturday night. McJimsey tied up. He'll break free with help of Moser. Fernandez is on it. Oh, it rolls off his stick. It comes to Chase Ball. Now it's McJimsey. Cross for Moser. It's in his skates. And Moser skates to some open ice. Behind the net, he'll send it to McJimsey. They come cross ice to Higgs. It's on his backhand. David Higgs will settle the rolling puck and give it to Chase Ball straight away. Ball winds, holds. Now he dances in, shoots, and a blocker save by Lucas. They glove it out of the air and out of the box is the captain, Abbott. The teams are back at full strength. Abbott makes his presence known immediately as he chops the puck free. And the Diggers able to clear the zone. Chase Ball scoops it high, and that's going to drop right in front of David Higgs. He tries to bank it off the boards. He'll get it right back. And now takes a big check at Abbott, comes over and throws a shoulder. Played by Culver, and then he's back checked by McJimsey. No penalty. And McJimsey's on the puck. He winds, shoots, and a glove save by Lucas. He saw it all the way from the top of the circle. Vlasic's going to throw a shoulder at Higgs. And the puck is loose. Decker's going to gobble it up, and now he gives it to Higgs. David Higgs, an in-and-out move right in front of the net. And to save Lucas as Higgs tried to go 5-hole. He had a little glimmer of light. And a good save by Lucas.
Lucas is a good little goaltender.
Oh.
Had a bad second period maybe, but the team kind of had a bad period, I think. But
oh, he's faced a lot of shots.
yes, he has.
We've seen him play a few games here. And probably their best player. I'll tell you what, though, these are all engineering students from that engineering school. If this was a math test, we'd lose.
Yeah.
That's an awesome school these guys go to. A bunch of Canadian kids can come down and get that engineering degree in mining and oil works, I think, and play a little bit of hockey, so we're happy to have them. And an awesome place to get an education, a good place, that school up there. Nice campus, a small campus. I don't know if Butte, Montana is my favorite town to go to, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But the campus is nice.
No 85-degree days there, huh?
Probably not. But I've been through there plenty of times on the way to see family in southern Alberta, so. Out in front is Decker. He's all alone. Can't kick the puck to his stick. It got lost in the blades. He couldn't put one in. It's even more frustrating when you're wide open. Here's Hunter Wood. Stabs one toward the net and scores. Hunter Wood is on the score sheet. Whoa, he let that wrister fly. And it went in the net untouched. Snaps the twine behind Mr. Lucas. Lucas steers the puck behind the net. But a miscue gives it to the Aggies in the neutral zone. 7.5 minutes left in the game. Walton makes a steal. Comes to Cutshaw and his slap shot. Just dribbles toward the net. Was tipped. Didn't get much on it. Cutshaw again gathers up the puck. Wants to go cross ice. It's knocked out of the air by Walton. O'Brien hustles after it. Cutshaw's going to hold it in and send it in deep. The Aggies all lined up along the blue line. And that means the Diggers will gather it up, make a nice breakout pass. Now they'll send it deep. Vivian's way out of the net. They'll wrap it around for O'Brien. O'Brien gathers it off the wall and gives it to Cutshaw, and he mishandles. And it's taken by Frock, but Frock wants to give it to Mueller. Here comes Mueller. Looks to go outside in, and it's chipped off his stick. Behind the net, Mueller still has it, though. And now it's played over and worked out by Larman. Comes right back to Chris Cutshaw. Cutshaw looking for Higgs, but Higgs was tied up with Frock. And the puck ends up in the far corner. It's kicked up by Doyle. Hunter Doyle is on it. He's tied up along the wall. Still battles. Fernandez can't help. They kick it away from him, and now it comes to Higgs. David Higgs is going to hold it in and send it across. Right in that circle is Moser. Right in front of the net is Doyle, and he's tied up. Couldn't get a shot away. Hunter Doyle's going to hustle back now and streak up that far side. Right along the blue line, 3 wide. The Aggies again standing still. It's poked off a stick. David Higgs looking for Doyle right at center ice, but that's taken away by Hefner. Fernandez now, and the Aggies are onside this time. Fernandez sends it in the corner. Moser, stick handles. Now Fernandez. The open man is Higgs, and his shot is wide of the net. David Higgs still looking for that hat trick. With 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. This is Fernandez. He backhands it into the corner. It's Moser that waits. He's challenged by Culver. Culver knocks him down. The puck's free. Culver charges after it, but it's Higgs who holds it in. Long shift here for David Higgs. It's Abbott now. He has it chopped off his stick in front, and Moser just bangs it in. The loose puck comes right to Moser, and he just pops it into the net, and that's an even. Well, I was going to say an even 10, but that's going to be 11. 10 or 11? 10 or 11? It's 10.
I think it's 10.
All right. An even 10 goals, a dime for the Aggies, 10-1. Onstop puts it into the zone for the Diggers, but it is Herman. He's looking for McJimsey. He's got him behind the net. McJimsey sends it in front, and that's cleared to the corner by Onstad. Herman's going to battle along the wall. The Diggers will take it there. It's chipped out of the air by Puswa. Kirk shoots, and a stick save by Lucas. Westlake behind the net. Now Herman. I'm going to say a hand pass. Westlake knocked it down, and then Kirk touched it, so they say hand pass. I don't know, buddy. This is one of those games, if it's an NHL game and you're sitting on the couch, you just ate a big slice of pizza, and now you've dozed off.
Yes.
It's hard to keep your enthusiasm is what I'm saying. We're happy to be here, though, as Westlake sends one off the glass, not out of his own. It's held by Abbott. Abbott wants to shoot as he holds it, draws it away from the defense. He does put one right on net. Now Westlake clears out the front of the net. Puck is still loose, and Vivian's going to hold it. Now Rene gets a little feisty as he wants to clear a few guys out. He's double-teamed. And Todd Rene is taken down to the ice as Strahl gets in there. Now Westlake throws a little bit of his shoulder. The guys didn't like the fact that they were chopping away at Christian Vivian. Todd Rene just grabbed a hold of two guys and essentially drug them to the wall behind the net.
You were just saying this is the type of game you'd fall asleep on the couch, but this kind of helps, I think.
Yeah, you get everyone comes to their feet, and it brings you right back into the game.
A little more excitement.
Of course, Todd Rene is going to take a penalty here. And they're going to bring a couple of Digger players over, and they're going to sit down as well. CJ Westlake's unhappy, but he's going to sit in the box as he takes a penalty as well. Hey, thanks. Let me see here. Sonia Renee in New Jersey, 40 degrees with rain, supposed to change to snow. Oh my. Right there on the East Coast of New Jersey. Thank you so much for the shout out, and we're glad you enjoyed the game. Well, we'll find out the schedule tomorrow of what the Aggies will play, what time they'll play, and who the opponent will be. Make sure you check that on either Aggie Blue Ice. We'll put it up as soon as we can, or you can always check it on USU Hockey Facebook page. Oh, nice. Almost the same there for Mr. Duquet, 36 in rain, Princeton, New Jersey. And a shout out to you. It was nice to see you in the arena last week for a couple of games. And hope you enjoyed your time here in northern Utah. So they finally sorted out the penalties here. And the final result will be 2-minute penalty
Except
to the Aggies, which gives a power play to Montana Tech. Drop the puck, let's roll. I'll tell you what, you put many more guys in the box for Montana Tech. That bench, look at their bench, already looks a lot slim. It leaves 6 skaters on the bench. Oh boy. Well, that makes it tough. I feel bad for them, but man, it's tough. They need to recruit some players. Power play to the Diggers team. They drop the puck and it's underway. This will come to Onstadt. He'll rip it across to Abbott. Abbott's in, and he can't get around Dave Higgs. A nice poke check from Dave Higgs. Here's Abbott right along the blue line, straight away. Wait, shoots, and it hits Drew Decker. Drew Decker, a great penalty killer. It's Onstadt. Now right along the hash marks, Frock. Now Onstadt. He'll zip one toward the net. Blocker save. Vivian, rebound. The puck ends up loose in front. The Aggies clear. 3 minutes left in the game. Onstadt, now Abbott. Chase Ball, the defender. Ball right with him. Slaps away at him. And Abbott stays on it behind the net. Now he's deep in that far corner. Still on the puck. A little bit of a drop pass there. And a shot in front. Oh, what a pass and a tip. Goodness gracious. Not a chance for Christian Vivian. As number 16 just kept his stick on the ice. And that puck went straight in the air. That's Pustwa. Pustwa. And he tips it right up under the crossbar. It's a power play goal for the Diggers and a dandy with 2:39 left in the game. 10-2, the Aggies on top. Hunter Wood sends the puck into the zone. It bounces through Lindquist. And covering is Lucas. Oh, wow. 6 degrees in Sydney, Montana. Feels like -2. Wow. Hey, we don't envy you up there in Sydney, Montana. The question is, do you have any snow on the ground? Because we have 0 here, and we've only had snow once, and it was not much. Maybe 3 inches. It's crazy. Last year we had 3 feet.
Lots of 40-degree weather days.
Hey, I went out and bought myself a 4-wheeler with a snow plow. I've been sitting in my barn revving the engine waiting for a snowflake. And not one came down. Puck loose in the Aggie zone is picked up by Lindquist. Samuel Lindquist peels away, heads toward the blue line, and his pass gets through Kyle Mueller. It's worked forward by the Aggies' Duque. And now behind the net, Alex Herman's Samuel Lindquist takes it away, but Abbott a little stronger. Here comes Abbott. He'll send it in because Cutshaw was right in his hip pocket. Vivian's got it. Give it to Mueller. Now Duque. His pass just out of the reach of Moser. But they have help from O'Brien. O'Brien's still on it. He's in the high slot. It's chipped off his stick. And he's got it again on his backhand. Cutshaw loses an edge. It's tipped in front. And Dave Higgs. A golden opportunity for the hat trick. But the defense was there. It wouldn't give him a second opportunity. 1 minute left in the game. And it's Moser. Now Higgs, big cross ice pass, and it's Cutshaw. Now O'Brien looking for Higgs. And that's sent down the ice. No icing. Chase Ball is on it. Dave Higgs has it again. He's challenged by Frock. Now Moser makes one move, now 2. Sliding down to the ice, and he whipped it just wide of the post. 20 seconds. Now 15 as it's Cutshaw. Looking for Higgs in the high slot. The puck hops his stick. Still loose. Now this will come to Dave Higgs. The safe play is in the corner. It's going to wind down. 3, 2, and 1. The final horn sounds, and that ends the game. A big victory for the Aggies. 10-2 over a short-handed Diggers team. Lane and I usually go through 3 stars. We've got to give one to Mr. Lucas for the Diggers. He played great and faced over 50 shots, I'm sure. With 2 goals, Dave Higgs earns himself a star. As does C.J. Westlake on the defensive side of the puck. So the next home game is Friday, February 9th. That's next Friday. It is Wasatch Cup hockey. And we'll have an update on the website there of which teams will be participating in that for us. On your broadcast, Lane on the camera and me on the voice. We hope you've enjoyed the game tonight. Good night, everyone.